What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Matt Stingray. Thanks for checking in to the Rock the Watch channel. Guys, today we are going to take a look at the RYKA Chrono Diver from Fawler watches. But before we do that, quick wristwatch check. What am I rocking today? Today I am rocking my Hamilton Khaki King. This is a very cool watch, man. I'm digging it, you know. So let's get this bad boy over to the table and take a look at the RYKA Chrono Diver from Fawler watches. And let's rock this watch. All right, guys, so this is how your RYKA will come. It's the box it comes in when you order it. Fawler Watches logo. It's a very nice paper cardboard. There you go, a little Fawler fold over. Let's open the box. There it is. You get a very nice little manual. Fawler, the water resistance. A very nice, understand your watch. A very nice color catalog with some great shots. Fawler by Trend Him. And I obviously will put a link to them down below in the description. Go check them out, man. I was actually surprised by this watch. Never heard of this watch before, but this is their RYKA. It's their new dive watch release. It's a chrono diver, because as you can see, it's got a chronograph function on it. And it is also a diver's watch. We'll talk about that. So here's what you get in the box. The option I chose was the black single pass-through NATO with the green. This is everything you get in the box here. You get a little, down there, you get a little cloth. Here you are, a little cloth and all that kind of stuff. Very cool. So let's kind of set this stuff to the side over here and take a look at the watch. So yeah, guys, here it is. It's very cool. As you can see, running seconds at the 3 o'clock. All right. The 60-minute timer for the chronograph function at the 9 o'clock. It's very cool, man. It's very cool. So let's get into the specs and features of this watch. This watch has a 41 millimeter case diameter. Now, when I say that, I mean, if you can see right there, see how it hangs over a little bit? So the case itself, as measured, I measured from underneath, was 41 millimeters. But the bezel is 43 millimeters, which gives you a great, the grip on this sucker is very nice. And as you can hear, very solid clicks. So that little bit of overhang on the bezel is really awesome for grip. And you can grip this bezel anywhere on here and turn it beautifully. It is 13.5 millimeters thick. It is 49 millimeters lug to lug, and it has a 22 millimeter lug width. It is powered by the Miyota 6S21 quartz chronograph movement. It has a sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistance. It is entirely made by 316L stainless steel. It has a 3 o'clock signed screw down crown, as you can see there, flanked by some very nice crown guards. This comes with one black and one green 22 millimeter single pass NATO strap, which I like because it keeps the thinness down. It keeps it very thin. And as you can see, it has a standard unsigned stainless steel buckle on it, which is fine. That's perfect. Okay, that's great. So the function on this is obviously like any other chronograph. Top button starts it. and it's got a very nice positive click on the button when you push it. It's not mushy and it's not like super clicky, but it's just a very positive click starts the chronograph hand. Okay, and then of course, top pauses it, bottom will return it to 0. So let's look at the dial. As you can see, you got 12 at the 12. That's really the only number on the dial. Minute track around the outside, the chapter ring. Fawler watches at the 12, says RYKA chronograph 100 meters. All right, date at the 6 o'clock. And it is very cool date complication because it's the outside is kind of a brass color. It's framed in like a brass color, so it's really easy to read. Yeah, and I dig it, man. I dig it. Also, let me just take a minute to point out, I want you to look at this running seconds on this watch. It is hitting every single mark. Right on the mark. It is hitting, it is killing it. Okay, you got some of these big brands so far off on their quartz, it's insane. If you never heard of this brand, I have never heard of Fawler watches. This is designed, they're a company out of Denmark, and this is, I wasn't sure what I was going to get when it showed up. And it showed up, and I was very impressed. No cap. This is impressive, this watch. The build quality on this is fantastic, as stated before. 120 click, unidirectional dive time bezel, very positive clicks. It's a stainless steel bezel with the raised, the lines and the numbers are raised all the way around it. It's fantastic. Okay, let's take a look at the back of the watch. And I also just want to point out, these are big fat spring bars. All right, back of the watch, stainless steel, screw down back, says waterproof to 10 atmospheres. RYKA by Fawler, designed in Denmark. Okay, this watch is very impressive, especially for under $300, man. Go check out, if you're in the market for this, they have several ones. They have ones with foam loom. They have ones that come with a gray NATO and a black NATO, different NATO styles. Free shipping from these guys, man. I highly recommend this. This is no joke. This is not no movement stuff. This is a legit watch. But there are a few things design-wise. QC on this thing is great. Build quality, brushing, everything is great on this watch. This thing is built very nice. But a couple of design things, if anybody asked my opinion, and my opinion doesn't mean anything, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. I personally would take the whole name Fawler off the top and then put their F logo that you saw in the box. I think that would be pretty cool. Just throw the F logo up there. I think that would switch it up a bit. The crown, I would, if possible, increase crown size. It's sitting at about 5.5 millimeters now, which is pretty small. So I would, maybe bump it up to 6.5. However, this is a quartz chronograph, so usually once you get it, a quartz moon, once you get it set, you rarely have to change. You have to change it occasionally because quartz does lose time or gain time or, after a while too. It's not perfect, but it's a little bit, it's kind of tiny to grab onto. So I would increase crown size. I would get the Fawler off the dial and put an F, and the loom. We're going to get a loom shot here. I would improve the loom just a little bit. It's not bad. It really is not bad. And you're going to see a little nugget that's kind of cool on this one. But I would improve the loom a little bit. But I always say improve the loom. Unless it comes to Seikos, really, and some of the really highly loom micro brands, I'm always like, hey, you could use a little bit more loom. But it is satisfactory. It does hold on. At 2 in the morning when I wake up with my bad eyes, I can still read it. All right, so let's see what it looks like on the wrist. Let's get this Hamilton Khaki King off. All right, guys, so there it is. Yeah, it's very cool, like military inspired chrono diver, man. So let's get a lume shot and see what that looks like. All right, guys, so there it is. And as you can see, the little nugget I was talking about is the date is loomed. Yes, that's very cool. The date is loomed on this one. So yeah, lume is satisfactory. Doesn't hold on for very long, but you know, it is there. Like I said, a lot of watches can improve the lume, and that would be my suggestion to them. Besides that, that doesn't mean it's not worth it. It's worth everything that they're asking, which I think at this time is right under $300, $299, free shipping to your door, man. Go check them out. Purchase them on Trend Him. Link in the description below. It's a very cool watch. So let's flip this camera around and go get the final thoughts. All right, guys, so there it is. The RYKA from Fawler watches. Guys, have you ever heard of these guys? I have not heard of them. They reached out to me, said, hey, you want to check this watch out? I said, sure. And like I said in the video, didn't know what to expect. When it showed up, I was very impressed, okay? Guys, go check them out. If you like it, go pick one up. It's very nice, under 300 bones, completely worth it. And comes with 2 straps, as you saw. It's if you're in the market for one of these, highly recommend, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to Denmark, offering from Denmark, very cool. So guys, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And as always, rock that watch.